Alright, what'd they give us? Sculpting Steel seems pretty cool. Mana Reflection seems pretty bad, but it seems like the kind of bad I want to draft. I don't know if I can convince myself to do that. When there's Galvanic Blast and Kildoth's Flame Fiend here too. Hidden Stockpile is pretty sweet. I do love me a Hidden Stockpile. I don't know if it's better than Sculpting Steel though. Sculpting Steel is like really cool. I think I'm in for that. And then Galvanic Blast is awesome. I do tend to play red a lot though. Hidden Stockpile is kind of tempting, honestly. It's like such a bad card to start with, right? Because it's 2-color card that, you know, isn't like a win the game immediately card, so it's kind of a tough sell, but I do love it. I think I'm gonna take the Galvanic Blast, just cheap interaction is sweet. What do we get? Imperial Recruiter. What do we get with Imperial Recruiter? Is anything good? Not really, right? Astro Transmuter maybe? Ooh, Weapons Trainer. I did just draft a terrible red-white deck and would love to do it again. Also Glimmer Void. Bone Picker is cool. Chromatic Star is a thing. Kind of lean towards a Weapons Trainer, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know that I'll end up playing red-white, but Weapons Trainer is pretty strong if we do end up with the equipment theme. Oh man, Progenitor Mimic. Why is people asking for Progenitor Mimic? I will take Progenitor Mimic. I don't want to take Progenitor Mimic because I've already got this start, but I can't pass it. That card's just so good. These both got to be slam dunks, right? And there's only even one uncommon missing. Maybe there's two. I'm not really sure, but what are people thinking here? There's definitely nothing here that in like red or white that's better than these two cards. So the question is, which one of these is better? I'm tempted to think Progenitor Mimic is better. So I mean, I guess Master Splicer is fine, but it's not better than Progenitor Mimic. This card's just insane. What are people doing? If people really want me to be blue-green that bad, who am I to stop them, you know? I don't want to crush anyone's dreams or anything. Well, my opponents, but no one else's. Blast Dust Hulk. I can see that being a pick. Play like some kind of Bant artifact thing. Could also just take Pentad Prism. I wonder if I copy Sculpting Steel of Pentad Prism, if I get the Sunburst counters. So, it could also just be this Twilight Mire. Maybe I'd like play like blue, black, green. Let's take the Pentad Prism. Ooh, oh, yeah. Dude, that's my favorite card in the set. Can you imagine Sundering Titan and Progenitor Mimic together? Now, that is my kind of magic, so we're going to take that and just hope that happens. Alright, I'm officially happy with this draft. Get out of here. I don't want to play your dumb. Maybe I'll play this. Just, Teamer. It might still just be like blue-red, splashing green or something. Everflowing Chalice helps me cast the Sundering Titan. Fierce Empath helps me find either of these two cards. But I figure I'll probably get more Fierce Empaths in general than I will get Everflowing Chalices. Time Sieve is, I don't know, my eye is drawn to it because I really want to make it work, but I don't think it's really realistic to take at this point. So let's take the Everflowing Chalice. Exploration. Crushing Vines could be sweet. I don't think I really care for Exploration. There's not enough stuff to go around it. Like it's not really good if I'm only playing like one extra land off of it. I'm gonna take the Crushing Vines, honestly. Maybe Chromatic Star is a pickup. Yeah, let's take the Chromatic Star. Goes well to give out Galvanic Blast if nothing else. And then if we end up like blue-red, again we splash the... Oh! Well, if you insist. I guess so. I will find a way to make this work, okay? I'm aware that there are two cards in this pool that together encompass 5 colors. But I will make it work. I will make it work. I even played on turn 3 with the Pentad Prism. Mana Reflection. I'm going to take the Cloud Reader Sphinx, honestly. This card's really good. Well, yeah, I mean, so far this isn't doing anything. Brainstorm's not doing much. Gorklan Rampager is a thing. If I'm really doing this 5-color thing, I don't think I'm realistically doing the 5-color thing. I think I'm more on the line of like 4 colors or 3 colors splashing. Something maybe just Elvish Aberration. No, too late. I picked the Imperial Recruiter because I took too long. No, none of this is any good. Frogify or Steel Sabotage. I'm gonna take the Steel Sabotage. Fierce Empath comes back around. Salamangreat Scavenger, sure. Might as well just get in here. Isochron Scepter. Oh, Master Transmuter. You can't. You can't give me Master Transmuter and expect me not to play it when I have a Sundering Titan. Does anything interesting happen with Icicon Scepter? We have Galvanic Blast, we have Steel Sabotage. Probably not enough to make it worth my while. But that could be changed in principle. Gleaming Barrier might be something to consider, but I need to find a way to make it die. So it's definitely Master Transmuter. There's no question that it's Master Transmuter here. The second pick I could see being any of Clone Shell, Isochron Scepter, Ancient Stirrings, Cast Down, and I suppose potentially Gleaming Barrier, but I think we can probably safely count that out. Tempted towards Cast Down, just have some removal, because I as much as I talk a big game, I don't actually think I'll end up playing the Galvanic Blast. Might honestly not even end up playing the like I suspect here that I'm mainly going to be blue-green splashing white and black. And if that's the case, maybe Clone Shell is the pick instead of over Cast Down, So Cast Down is really good though. But I'm kind of considering just taking this Clone Shell. I was pretty impressed with it last time I had it, so let's try it out. Cascade Bluffs lets me help splash the red cards. I say as if I'm definitely playing red cards. Don't really want to take the Cloud Reader Sphinx here because I've got enough 5s right now. This is kind of in the maybe pile, I suppose, but do I want to lock in the Cascade Bluffs? I could also see it being Doom Necromancer. Sure, let's maybe settle into like a Bug Shell. Probably Ancient Stirrings here, or Giving Restoration maybe. I do like this card a lot. Could also be Bone Picker maybe. Parasitic Strix I think is going to be pretty good here, especially if we can get a black permanent sticking. Just picking it up and playing it again over and over again with Master Transmuter. It's quite good. Glaze Fiend being a good example of what I just said. Could also consider that Rapacious Dragon there. Might have considered it had I taken the Cascade Bluffs back way back when. But as it stands, I think we're fine without it. Alright, Yavimai's Embrace, possibly. Wasn't super impressed with it last time I played it. I think I'm going to take this Sift. Sift is just really strong in general. And especially now that we have the Argivian Restoration, we can just like turn 4 Sift, Sundering Titan, Argivian Restoration it. Granted, Sundering Titan is going to really hurt me if I'm playing a 4-color deck, but that's just how she goes. Got to pay the iron price once in a while. I think we can probably safely get this Galvanic Blast out of here right now. Do I have anything that has counters, or am I just kind of playing this Atraxa because I'm playing Atraxa? It might be that I don't actually want to play this Atraxa. I might want to play this Veteran Explorer. Yeah, I feel like if I play the Veteran Explorer, I want a way to make it die, but I can figure that out later. It definitely helps me more than it helps my opponent, so I'm kind of in for that. Accomplished Automaton is a card that I can always cast. Revoke Existence is just good, solid removal. Probably not playing this Ancient Stirrings, but take it anyway just in case. It's kind of like, oh, hello. I was considering taking you the first time. Get in my deck. Oh, I mean, I guess the first time I was considering taking it, I still had the Galvanic Blast in my deck, but we'll see what happens. I might play this Divest. I don't really think I'm playing any of these, honestly. I mean, Russian Knowledge in a deck like this, maybe. Yeah, let's try it out. I haven't actually played one yet, so maybe it's worth. Actually, I think I have cast one before, but I think it's just the one. Ooh, Maelstrom Pulse. That's sweet. Disciple of Bolas is also sweet. I don't know if it's right for this deck, but it is sweet. So it's certainly Maelstrom Pulse. That's definitely a pick. The other one could be Mishra's Bauble. Actually, Disciple of Bolas works well with the Veteran Explorer. Also, it's just a sweet card. Yeah, I'll take the Disciple of Bolas. Honestly, at this point, I'm honestly just kind of considering cutting Atraxa, but given that we have the Chromatic Star and the Pentad Prism, it's kind of an easy splash. So let's go ahead with those. Cast Down, I guess? Yeah, sounds good. Ooh. Conjurer's Closet. I can Infinite Sundering Titan. I can Infinite Accomplished Automaton, make a 1/1. Progenitor Mimic can copy different things. Cloud Reader Sphinx can scry a bunch. Clone Shell doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Disciple of Bolas does some sweet stuff. Parasitic Strix. Ooh, Fierce Empath too. There's a lot of good stuff, honestly, with... Yeah, alright. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in for it. And we can even get 2 with the Sculpting Steel. I would love the Sacred Wellspring if I could make it, die, but Can I play this Meddling Mage? Probably not impactful enough in Limited, right? Never actually had a chance to play one in Limited before, but I assume it's not very good in Limited. Historic spells you cast, cost 1 less to cast. That is Sundering Titan, Accomplished Automaton, Conjurer's Closet. Is this what I'm picking? No, it's got to be Conclave Naturalist. Oh, and with the Conjurer's Closet, yeah, that's the pick for sure. Oh, High Market, sack my Veteran Explorer. I would consider it if that was not the only death trigger that I had, but as it is, I'm going to take the cast down. I mean, I guess I'll take the Death Reap Ritual. Not really likely to play it, but, you know, might as well, because I'm not playing this for sure, right? Probably not playing any of these, so whatever. I guess Atraxa. Oh, hello. Yes, please. That's a lot of 5-drops, but, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, right? Parasitic Strix, Bone Picker, Yabamaya's Embrace. What does Conjurer's Closet say? Return under my control? I mean, I guess that doesn't really combo with the Yabamaya's Embrace. Maybe it's Rotalic Rebuke? But I'm taking this Parasitic Strix, I think. Goes well with everything, honestly, and then also goes well with Conjurer's Closet. Pierce Empath is pretty good, I guess, but I don't see myself ending up playing it just because of card constraints. I'm already up to 30 cards in this, 31 now. Sure, whatever. And Atraxa can proliferate onto Pentad Prism and Overflowing Chalice, so that's, you know, it's already a reasonable thing considering Atraxa is also just a 4-mana 4/4. What is it? Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink, and Death Touch. Oh, do I want this? What is it? Flying Link. Yeah, Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. Okay, so what can we do that's fun? Ancient Stirrings, so Steel Sabotage, I think we're gonna, no, I think I'm gonna keep that. Ancient Stirrings, I think can probably go, let's cut this. Let's cut the Veteran Explorer. It's just kind of a one mana 1/1 if no one kills it, because I can't kill it myself. So then, Glaze Fiend is good, I think. Is it good? What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we're good on the number of artifacts we have. I think Seraph Sphinx might be too hard to cast, honestly. But it is still just a 4-mana 4/4. Sorry, 5-mana 4/4, but with Flying and Vigilance. Okay, 31 cards in the deck. Alright, so first Fierce Empath is a pretty easy cut. Defiant Salvage is a pretty easy cut. Argivian Restos, I think on the chopping block. I think Seraph Sphinx actually might be on the chop. I mean, I guess Seraph Sphinx is definitely not better than Cloud Reader Sphinx, despite the fact that it goes better with the Conjurer's Closet. Clone Shell might probably be the next cut, honestly. Maybe Ancient Stirrings and Steel Sabotage. Like maybe these cards just aren't impactful enough when I'm doing all this busted stuff up here. Because Ancient Stirrings, what can it find? It can find it's either find a land or find one of these. I mean, that's pretty good. No, I'm gonna keep the Ancient Stirrings. I think I'm gonna take the Steel Sabotage out though. And given that I have so much ramp, like I have Everflowing Chalice, Chromatic Star, Ancient Stirrings, Pentad Prism, to kind of emulate lands, I can probably get away with just keeping 16 lands. I'm going to get rid of the Rush of Knowledge, it's too situational. Dire Fleet Hoarder is kind of the next weakest card, I think. One more cut, might be a Parasitic Strix, I think. Yeah, I think I like this. Although I kind of am bending over backwards to play as Atraxa, but I mean, come on, it's Atraxa, right? Yeah, we're not cutting Atraxa. I don't care what you guys say. 6/5/5, the perfect mana base. Alright, so before we get into the games, just want to give you a friendly reminder. If you want to do sweet things like this, you can pick up a box of Double Masters at wizardtower.com and play with your friends. And if you don't want to spend actual money on it, you can always trade in your cards. They're running a special bonus right now where if you trade in your cards to them, you'll get an extra 30% store credit. Go do that now and play Progenitor, Mimic, Sundering Titan stuff. Alright, let's go on to the games. Lost the die roll? God, this sucks. Pack it in. I'm going home. Well, this looks like a fun hand. Can like, you know, turn 3 Doom Necromancer, turn 4 Parasitic Strix, turn 5 Conjurer's Closet. That's a curve. Oh, and we found a double blue for the Argivian Restoration. Man, we're good at this. A Tron land? Oh boy. we are in for a game, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty good. Not in panic mode yet, but that's pretty good. Everflowing Chalice. So I guess next turn, so I guess I play the Doom Necromancer, and then next turn I can Everflowing Chalice for 1 and still play the Strix. I will not block. You get your 4. Please no Kill Reno. Wow, Tron and a 3-color deck? Just, my opponent nuts. Oh, that's good. I don't want to have to deal with that later. Okay, Everflowing Chalice, cast, and Strix. I'm going to drain you for 2, even up the tide a little bit, and yeah, this is fine. So the next turn I'll be able to Strix attack them for 2. I'm just going to hold back so I can block the Iron Bully. And the next turn I'll be able to Strix attack them for 2, and then Conjurer's Closet, Flicker to Strix, and drain them. And I think at that point we're winning the race. I mean, at some point they're going to make this Lux Cannon do something, but until then, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Maybe we'll draw a Maelstrom Pulse or something in the meantime. Sure. Okay, so we'll take 4. I really don't want to lose either of these because I want to be able to Flicker the Strix for full value next turn. That kind of puts a stopper in things, doesn't it? So I guess we're not going to attack in case they block, and then we'll go to our end step and just Flicker the Strix. I guess this is fine. That's not, oh, they didn't tap their Lux Cannon. That's going to set them back a turn. That's nice. They're 4-color too, eh? I don't think I can not block this time, so I think we're going to have to go like this. And just kind of eat it and feel bad, but I can't just be taking 7 right here. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's the one. Man, the Sundering, so I'm going to get a Sundering Titan here, and it's going to be marvelous. Let me tell you. If I've counted correctly, I have enough mana to do that next turn. And they're going to lose Plains, Island, Swamp, and I'm going to lose a Forest. They might play, assuming they don't play a Forest, which I assume they won't because they know that Sundering Titan's coming, but I'm still fine with that trade. Yeah, let's get the Sundering Titan. And then we can go to our end step, Flicker this, and get the Progenitor Mimic. And that is just beautiful. Yes, I would like to Flicker that. Yes, I would like to use the ability. So they're not going to have enough time to activate the Oblivion Stone unless they do it this turn. Which I assume they're not going to do. I could be wrong, but if they... I feel like they're probably going to wait until I Sundering Titan, and then they're going to Oblivion Stone in response to the trigger, or after the trigger resolves after floating mana. But surprise is going to be on them, because the next turn I'm going to Argivian Restoration it, and we're going to play the whole game over again. And in the process, they'll lose their Lux Cannon, so I think we're looking good here. What a card. I'm so glad we played this Conjurer's Closet. Oh yeah. You go ahead and equip. You do that thing. Oh yeah, there it is. So assuming they didn't find a counterspell, it's going to be a hilarious turn. Hand of Sculpting Steel? Come on. So, let's attack for 1, because I think they're going to Oblivion Stone in response to my Sundering Titan. So I might as well get in the 1 free damage here. Maybe it's better not to. On the off chance that they have like a counterspell, like a Metallic Rebuke or something, maybe it's better for me to have this back to just chump the 2/2. That's probably better. I don't think the 1 damage is going to matter all that much. But feels bad because I don't expect that that's the plan, but let's just not lose to something we don't need to. Perfect. Alright, say goodbye to your lands, my friend. This is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. By a long shot. I guess not, because now that they're getting the leaves the battlefield... Oh, they're putting a fate counter on things? Sure. So let's destroy those dudes. And now they don't have enough mana to really ever activate this for the next foreseeable future. And I'm not going to flicker the Sundering Titan because now at that point it's going to hurt me more than it hurts them. But I will flicker the Empath to get my last 7 drop. And this has been super nuts. And like they're never going to activate this Oblivion Stone, right? Because if they do play more lands, I will flicker this Thundering Titan and take them off those lands. So it's basically just never going to happen for them again. I assume they think they're safe because of this Lux Cannon, but they're not because of the Argivian Resto. Yeah, destroy target permanent, sure. So this one's going to hurt me pretty bad, but say Levy. This is not really doing me any good anymore, so I'm just thinking about whether or not I want to use the Sculpting Steel. I don't really see a reason why not. Thinking I'm going to copy the Joyous Familiar, but I'm kind of just thinking maybe I just keep up this this cast down. I'm getting a little bit low on life. I think I'm just going to trade this Sculpting Steel in. No, that's a bad move. I am kind of a tight spot now because of that Sundering Titan. Forgot about the Lux counter. Kind of thinking maybe I just Sculpting Steel the Oblivion Stone and hope to spike a land and then just kind of force the issue. But then my opponent gets to potentially activate and put a counter on another thing and then I'm dead. So that's my best out here. I think I just have to hope I spike a land and that they don't, and maybe we can clean things up from there. Opponent's not really sure what I'm going to do with this, so joke's on him, because neither am I. Counter on Lux Cannon, down to 2. Yeah, that's rough. Alright, that's going to do it. That's rough. Yeah, ended my dreams with my own Sundering Titan because of that Lux Cannon. I mean, deck's perfect. No need. Sure. Let's see where this goes. Play an Ever-Flowing Chalice for 1. And then hope they play some kind of juicy artifact that I can Conclave Naturalist. If I can get that Lux Cannon and just snag a... Oh, that's actually pretty good too. Progenitor Mimic, you say? Well, that is what we call a combo with that Conclave Naturalist. Another Urza land. Alright, so please put the counter on the Glaze Fiend. I'll take 3, yep, perfect. And then we're just going to destroy it with Conclave Naturalist. This card's so good in this format. That's going to be good if I ever draw a black source. Which is hopefully next turn so I can play with Progenitor Mimic. But I guess I'll survive if I don't. Oh yeah, okay. I really want a final land here. I guess it doesn't matter because I have a few turns before this does anything. But if we can get a land here, copy the Conclave Naturalist. This is beautiful. Sarah Sphinx is fine, I guess, but sooner or later we need a land. I wonder if we can Progenitor Mimic to tag all their artifacts and then just nug that Glimmer Void in the same turn. That'd be sweet. Surge Node. Oh. All right, we need a land now. Oh god. Oh god, how did this get so bad so fast? Okay, what do we do? I think I need to let them activate this Lux Cannon. I think that's my only way out of this, realistically. They need to activate the Lux Cannon because they're probably not going to choose the Conclave Naturalist. I think they'd choose the Sarah Sphinx before that. And then, yeah, because they can just chump it and whatever. And then, because if I play the Progenitor Mimic now, actually, they're dying so fast that maybe it's fine. So the problem is, if I play the Progenitor Mimic now, then I can either nug this and they Oblivion Stone me, or I nug the Oblivion Stone and then they Lux Cannon me. If they do that, they're down 2 cards. They're already dying super fast. So basically, all that would happen was I got 3 counters off the Lux Cannon and removed the Oblivion Stone. But I don't know that I want to do that. I feel like I'd rather let them activate the Lux counter, or the Lux Cannon rather, because then I can, ideally, if this works out, they'll hit the Lux counter. Sorry, they'll hit the Sarah Sphinx with the Lux counter. They will Oblivion Stone. They will tap out of Oblivion Stone mana. I could play Progenitor Mimic to nug the O Stone, and then on my upkeep, I will create a copy that can hit the Lux Cannon. So I think I'm going to play towards that, but I don't know that that's going to work out in my favor. That Surge Node is really making things kind of annoying, but it is what it is. If it wasn't for the Surge Node, I would have been able to do everything this turn. Kind of sucks I didn't find a land the turn prior. So, opponent knows about the Progenitor Mimic. They saw it last... Okay, so they hit... Okay, perfect. So this is all going according to plan. But because they saw the Progenitor Mimic last game when I tutored it with the Fierce Empath, but they don't know that I have it. This is fine, I guess. I can eventually hit it with the Progenitor Mimic, but first things first, let's get the Oblivion Stone off the field. Then let's get the Lux Cannon off the field, and then we'll worry about this dumb 3/3 because I'm not really scared of it right now. Mirror Retriever, also don't care about that really. It's pretty good because it means they'll be able to rebuy something soon, but I'm not particularly worried about it. Like at some point, Infinite 4/4s is going to overwhelm them. I would love to copy this, but I think I have most of my artifact creatures out, given that they're sitting right here. Copy this. Kill that. Thank you very much. Yes, I would. And let's attack for 4 while we can, before they play the Mirror Retriever. I don't want to be attacking once they play the Mirror Retriever until I have kind of like an overwhelming board presence. Kind of want to be able to kill them in one shot from here. Yeah. So now they don't have enough counters on the Lux Cannon to be able to kill my Progenitor Mimic this turn. So next turn on my upkeep, I'm going to be able to kill it. We'll have... Yeah, that's fine. Do your thing. We'll have 2 4/4s that can attack. If they don't play a creature and I draw a black source, I can cast down it. If I draw any other land, I can play the Accomplished Automaton, I suppose. Okay, so... Oh, that's annoying. Is there something I can do about this? So this is kind of annoying because now they're playing Spellskite, which means they'll be able to redirect the Lux Cannon. But if that's the case, then that's fine. I guess it means that I'll just have to deal with the fact that they're probably getting Oblivion Stone back. Yeah, so let's kill this. Maybe they don't realize it. I assume they probably do. Yeah, they see it. I mean, it's still fine. They still have to block Atraxa. It's like the one card in my deck that I couldn't cast. Alright, so at this point I don't really care if they get back the Oblivion Stone because they're going to be able to kill this with the Lux Cannon anyway. They've successfully thwarted my plan with that Spellskite. Probably going to be able to do something, try and kill them with like Accomplished Automaton into Sundering Titan or something like that. Like we're still pretty far ahead, so I'm not super concerned. But, you know, just kind of be understanding that that could change real fast. Oh, they're going to double block. I guess that makes sense. I think I'm just going to deal all the damage to the 3/3. And not let them get their trigger. Because if they get their trigger, then they can get back their Sphinx Summoner. And like I don't really care if they get back their O-Stone, I don't think, but if they get back to Sphinx Summoner, they're probably going to be able to outvalue me. Did they choose the wrong one? They chose the wrong one. They hit the token. Opponent, no. What just happened? Oh my god. So if I find a black source, I can kill them this turn because I can... No, because they're going to get back the Spellskite here. Well, that's sweet. That probably lost them the game. That probably won me the game. That was just a huge mistake. Hard to overstate how big of a mistake that was. So, because now I can kill the Spellskite. Yeah. So, well, let's just kill this anyway. Like, make them pay the 2 life. Yeah, because now they got to think about it, right? Because do they want to go down to 2? They've really only got 1 Spellskite activation left unless they keep up that Glimmer Void for the rest of the time. Okay, so they are going to do it. That's fine. Yes, I would like to use the ability. There's my Swamp. I think I'm just going to play big things. And then make her 1/1, pass a turn. And I don't really see how they can get out of this at this point. I think it's kind of beyond them. That'd be a really good draw step. Opponent, why would you collect the token? Okay, so they get a token, they get to gain a life. I think? No, they don't get to gain a life. They get to scry one. Okay, they get a creature, they get a card back, but they don't really have much of anything to do with it. They had to tap out of their blue source for the hidden stockpile, so they can't get back Spellskite because they can't use it. So I would say that's probably game over. Yeah, opponent agrees. Sweet. This hand looks promising. Can play Glaze Fiend turn 2. Turn 3, if I find a land, I can go Everflowing Chalice, hold up, cast down. I like that. Have Maelstrom Pulse and Conclave Naturalist to answer annoying things like Lux Cannon and Oathstone and whatnot. There's my third land that I needed. Do want to find a green source at some point, but I'm not super concerned about that. Want to be along eventually. Oh, their second land is a Tron land. That's a really good sign for Mr. 3 color over here. If their second land is a Tron land, that's usually means that's probably they're not going to have their third, second, fourth color. Not necessarily in that order. Okay, so no third land, apparently. Just an Everflowing Chalice, that's fine. No thank you. I decline your trade, but I appreciate the offer. Alright, so multi-kicker for 1, hold up, cast down, attack for 2. Hopefully draw a land next turn so that we can play this Cloud Reader or this Conclave Naturalist, whatever the case may be. If we can just like cut them off of this too, just there's the Oblivion Stone. They're not really anywhere near activating it, so green source sometime in the next little while, and oh, there it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I'm just gonna like I didn't think I care about this honestly. Let's just get rid of that. Just put our opponent back down to 2 mana, 1 color. Like if they start getting near mana to activate it, I can always Maelstrom Pulse it, but let's just keep them off of doing really anything and then win that way, honestly. Chromatic Star? Well, you don't say. Have an Atraxa opponent. Okay. I don't blame them. If I was stuck on 2 lands, I would probably concede to that too. Atraxa out here winning games since what, 2017. On the draw again. Well, that's an easy mulligan. I'm crazy enough to keep a lot of hands, but that is not one of them. This is better. Okay. Keep this. Do I want more green? Or I think I want more blue just because I have things like Argivian Restoration and Sarah Sphinx. So put back a forest. I don't think I have any double green cards, right? When it all comes together, it all comes together. Look at that 4D chest right there. Oh yeah. So we got Fierce Empath. Thinking what I'm going to do is... Ooh, another 3-color deck. Okay, so I'm thinking Fierce Empath, and then what I'll do is I'll try and I'm gonna pick up the Sundering Titan, and then we'll try and do is next turn we'll sift. There's a chance we find the Argivian Restoration. If we do, we'll discard the Sundering Titan. If we don't, we'll just discard a random card, and then the turn after we'll play the Sarah Sphinx. Also, the Sundering Titan's going to make my opponent scared to play out mountains. I'm assuming they play. Sure, this is fine. Just a 4/4 trample. Sift. Master Transmuter. I mean, I guess I can still just discard the Sundering Titan and like get it back with the Doom Necromancer. That seems fine, right? That's 2 turns away. Yeah, that's fine because we have a cast down now too for the Gore Clan, so we're not going to just die to it. We're going to take 4 here and, you know, whatever. So, like, I could have just discarded one of these lands, but honestly, these lands are probably going to come in handy considering we're going to be strip mining ourselves with the Sundering Titan. Bone Picker, sure. Ooh, Disciple Bolus. So I can just sack the Sundering Titan to draw 7 cards and gain 7 life and strip mine them again. Don't mind if I do. Hopefully I don't just kill my Necromancer, that'd be a bummer. Oh! Okay, well, if they don't now, then they are crazy for playing that mountain. You gotta kill it now, right? Yeah, they found it. Okay. So I'm gonna take 3 here. That's fine. They're kind of down to their last like, you know, thing to do. So I'm not super worried about that. I'm just gonna cast down this 4/4. And then, you know, eventually we'll find an Argivian Restoration and things will be fine. Cast down's nice here. Thinking maybe it's time to just cash in this Pierce Empath, just draw a card and gain a life. And then we'll hold up this cast down too. Cathartic Reunion, pitching Crushing Vines and Swamp, that's fine. Sure. Ooh. That's sweet, right? Because now I can... Now I can just get this Disciple of Bolas, sack my old Disciple of Bolas, and then just draw 2 cards, gain 2 life, and loop it every turn. I guess not every turn, but maybe I do just trade this off, because next turn I didn't realize that this wasn't a May trigger, but so next turn I'm going to have to sacrifice this to, but, you know, do I just give up those 2 cards, that 2 life? For no, because I'm gonna. What am I talking about? I'm gonna gain 2 life anyway, so it comes up moot. Except I, you know, trade 2 cards for their 1/2/1. Sure, that's fine. There's Atraxa. So I don't have a good answer for this Twisted Abomination, but what I can do is I can just take it for a turn, and then starting next turn after that, I can just block it with the Master Transmuter, pick up the Master Transmuter with its own ability, and then put it back into play with its own ability. So every turn I can just keep doing that and doing that and doing that, and basically just fog the Abomination. And they're down to 1 card, so I don't think that's going to pose an issue. So I'm going to trade this 2/1 off for their 2/1 now. Now that I'm not getting another copy of it. Perfect. So, yeah, let's just go in here for this. I don't need 6 mana. Go in for the Seraph Sphinx, and then we'll just do what I was saying, where we'll block with the Transmuter and then run the loop, and hopefully they don't have an answer for it, and at the very least it should buy us enough time to find an actual answer for it. Easy. And this is how we stall a game out. Okay, so that's an Atraxa. I know it looks like a Chromatic Star, but it's actually an Atraxa. And now we have Parasitic Strix, and then we're going to drain them for 2. And then we're going to go to combat, attack with the Seraph Sphinx, and then we're going to do the same thing, but with the Parasitic Strix, where we'll block with the Strix, and then use Transmuter to pick it up, and then we'll put it back into play, and then we'll fog the Abomination. But on top of that, we'll also be draining them for 2 every turn, unless they find something to disrupt that kind of combo. I think we're good, especially considering we're hitting them for a bundle every turn. I mean, it's not doing anything, but, you know, they got it, right? Like, might as well just force me to do it. Because I'm gonna be doing it regardless, right? So they might as well just force me to do it. I think they're dead this turn if they don't have something to answer this. Yeah, perfect. Do I want any of this? Don't think so, right? I can maybe see a divest, but whatever. I don't think I can really reasonably keep this. Oh, we're 1 land away from an Atraxa. I kind of want to keep this Progenitor Mimic, but I know that's probably dumb, so let's dump that. Could have considered getting rid of the Strix, but whatever. So that's our 4th land for Atraxa. That's nice. I think I'm going to save the Strix until after Atraxa's out. Maybe that's wrong, but I guess we'll see. We'll decide on turn 3. What? How far did our opponent mulligan? Okay, opponent mulligan to 6 just like us, but I guess they were on the play. Yeah, it's probably wrong to not just throw the Strix out there and just get greedy on its trigger, so... I mean, it's just going to die to the Pyrite Spellbomb, but, I mean, what are you going to do, right? It's going to die to the Pyrite Spellbomb, it's going to die to the Pyrite Spellbomb. Because, like, you know, I don't want to be playing it on turn 5 when I could be playing Atraxa into Collaborative Sphinx and making them spend their mana on this turn to deal with the Strix, and if they don't, I get to attack. Like, yeah, that's definitely better to just accept the fact that we're not going to get full value on the Strix. Bloodbriar. Oh, that's a sweet combo. Because now they're going to sack the Pyrite Spellbomb to kill my Strix, and they're going to counter. Beautiful. Okay, so let's play a land. Crack for white. No, I'm not gonna give you an extra counter. Sorry, opponent. Hopefully, I don't have a way to kill this, but even if they do, okay, well, that's fine. Like, it's not like I poured all my resources into that, right? So it's kind of whatever. And they're down to 2 cards. Okay, so let's put this on the bottom. I don't think we need any more islands. I'm gonna keep this on top. And then that should tide us over next turn until we can get the 7th land down for the automaton. Okay, I assume they have a spell bomb or something, so I'm just gonna take this. Oh, they have the... Oh, what the hell's this? Okay, I mean, that's fine. They were gonna have it regardless, so... Alright, so let's see what they do. Probably gonna cast down the Bloodbriar, I imagine. Yeah. Was considering Maelstrom pulsing the 2/2, just in case they have like a removal spell or something, but I'm gonna get a Chump Blocker in case I really need one. So it's not like I'm gonna die out of nowhere, and like I'd rather just have this on the board. Looks like they didn't have anything, and like Maelstrom Pulse is more valuable than this 2/2, right? What do you have for me? Cathartic Reunion, 2 clear shots discarded. Creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. It deals damage to target creature you don't control. Yeah, it wasn't gonna be very. I mean, I guess 2 of them together would have killed the automaton, I suppose. All right, so let's. I think we're just gonna do nothing. Just gonna sit tight. They have a pump spell plus. They have what is it called? The Gorklam Rampager. So let's force them to have both of those things. And yeah, so there. Oh, yeah, there's a Gorklam. What's this? Sylvan Might. +2/+2 and flash. Oh, right. I didn't realize I had flashback. Okay, so that's fine. So now they're down to nothing. Oh, we have a Doom Necromancer too. Okay, so let's go with that. I'm gonna play this Doom Necromancer. I'm gonna take it for a turn, and hope that nothing goes horribly wrong. If it does, I'll die. Like whatever. But I don't think that they're gonna be able to kill me this turn. Basilisk Collar's fine, and they have one more card. Like it has to be a good one for me to die from 8 here. And like next turn I can play the Conclave Naturalist to get the Collar. Yeah, this is fine. And we'll reanimate the Atraxa. Ooh, Sundering Titan. Hello. Yeah. So kill that, and then we'll. I don't think they're. I mean, if they attack, then they clearly have something good. But what are they doing here? Skull Mulcher. That's a 4/4. Yeah, and they're gonna draw a card. Fair enough. Yeah. End step. We're gonna reanimate the Atraxa. And I think we're winning the race. Gonna sift here. Probably should have started with that, but whatever. Get rid of the prism. And just smash in for a bunch. Go up to 10. Points down to 14. No proliferating needed. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to lose an island here. They're going to lose a bunch more. What do they need a red for? Okay, they don't need a red. They just were cycling to try and draw a card. Well, out of luck, opponent. No more red for you. I guess I should have taken an untapped one, but whatever. Sweet. Boom. You're down to 5 lands. No more red. 1 card in hand. I don't really see a way for out of this for them. All right. Can we get the trophy? Are we gonna trophy with this sweet, like, just hot mess? This like almost 5-color deck. I kind of want to put the Galvanic Blast in at some point in this match, just so we can say it was a 5-color deck. I can probably keep this, right? Strix is fine, just a Windrake, but we have Sift, and eventually we have Progenitor Mimic. And if we get lucky, we have Atraxa. Ooh, Sift into our Argovian Restoration. 1 time. Oh, the old turn 2 Urza's Mine. So opponent has no other lands. That's basically confirmed at this point. Let's hope it stays that way. Unless they just have actual factual Tron in hand, but I guess not. Cogwork Assembler. Sure. Alright, so I think I'm going to hold off on the Strix, because next turn I get to attack for the same amount with this Laze Fiend anyway. And then that's where the Strix gets full value. I think it's mono red. Sundering Titan's not that great against mono red. Unfortunately. I know it's hard to believe, but no, thank you. I'll take your 2. Hopefully keep drawing lands and we'll just curve into this Regenerator Mimic. I guess we're basically confirmed to do that anyway with the Sift, but still. Man, Glaze Fiend and Parasitic Strix. Name a better combo. I will wait. Splinter Twin doesn't count. Oh, that's not fair. Weird though. I would expect them to kill the Glaze Fiend. Maybe not. So we got 2 white sources in the deck too, and either of them let me play this Atraxa. Nope. That'll work eventually. So I'm gonna take a big hit next turn, unfortunately. And even the Atraxa probably won't stop it. No, just take 6. Pentad Prism. A lot of artifact mana. Kind of thinking at this point maybe I just like, I don't know, play Progenitor Mimic to copy the 4/4. Then like I don't know, chump block the 2/3, take 4 down to 8, and then have a just steady stream of 4/4 to try and block this Gorkland. Alternatively, I'm playing Atraxa and hoping it doesn't die, and then I'm just kind of trading the Atraxa. That's probably fine too, honestly. No, cancel. That's not how Pentad Prism works. Don't do that. Done. And also we get to kind of retrieve the mana that we're going to spend on the Atraxa here. So, oh, and we get to hit. Okay, maybe this is a better plan. I didn't even realize that we are going to get to hit. Do we hit though? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd be fine with just taking the risk of possibly going down to 6 instead of 8. Kind of risky in case they have 2 removal spells though. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't attack here. Maybe I should just let it be. And just have a chump blocker just in case. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so they're just untapping the Basalt Monolith, that's fine. Get an extra counter on our Prism. What's this? Duplicant. Oh boy. Okay, so the good news is Progenitor Mimic on Duplicant is real choice. So, you know, hype. But we are still going to take a wallop here. I think I'm just going to take the 6, and then next turn we'll have the ability to... Oh, perfect. So now we can... yeah, we have enough here. So let's Progenitor Mimic, copy the Duplicant. Because the problem is, like, I don't want them to activate this Cobwork Assembler on the Duplicant. So now that I drew Cast down, I can have it all. So we copy the Duplicant, Glaze Fiend triggers, we exile the Gorkland, and I think I'm just going to sit tight, because if I can bait them into spending 7 mana to copy a Duplicant and then killing it, that's kind of what we're here for, you know? There's not really much better to do in Magic than, you know, make your opponent spend 7 mana, including a Basalt Monolith, and then get nothing for it. I think I'm still too scared to attack, though. Like, in case this just does go horribly awry. Also, not attacking kind of signals to my opponent that I understand they're going to copy the Duplicant. Perfect. Oh, no! They copied my Duplicant. Oh, Jesus. Alright, fine. That's obnoxious. I forgot about that. I didn't realize they could do that. Does it become a 0/0? It does! Oh well. Win some, lose some, my opponent. Because Progenitor Mimic is like, so Duplicant copies the ability and like the power and toughness of the card underneath it. Progenitor Mimic is technically a 0/0 despite what it looked like. Alright. Let's see if they have another Gorkland or something, then I just die here. No, okay. Sure. So just enough mana to Sundering Titan here. So I'm going to lose an island and a swamp, and they're going to lose a forest and a mountain. And that's a fine trade in my opinion. And then we have a blocker for everything next turn. They're down to 4 mana. I'm down to 5. I can play my Cloud Reader Sphinx. Hopefully they can play nothing. And then next turn we have the Conjurer's Closet, so we can just keep flickering the Cloud Reader. I don't think I want either of these, honestly. As sweet as the Transmuter is, at this point the Sundering Titan leaving the battlefield hurts me more. So let's just kind of let that one lie. They're going to tap, so now they're going to have exactly 7 mana, so they can copy a Sundering Titan. It's pretty good. I hadn't really thought of that, to be honest with you. I mean, they're going to keep strip mining themselves eventually if they do that, but I mean, whatever. I'm sure they're fine with that. It would be nice if it would be nice if I could get my Conjurer's Closet down next turn. Maybe they're going to wait till like mid-combat to do it or something. Oh, they're not even going to do it at all. Hello. Yes, please. Oh, God. Oh, that's so bad for me. Yeah, that was horrendous for me. Jeez. What a dismantle that was. Jeez. Okay. I guess we'll keep playing. I guess I should have just killed that Cogwork Assembler. I was kind of too focused on the Duplicant that I forgot they could copy my own artifacts. Won't forget that one next time, but a little late for that now. Because now we got a chump. We need to find like a Conclave Naturalist next turn. Like I think that's the only card that saves us from this spot. And it would save us from this spot, I believe. But okay, well that's a turn too late, but whatever. Okay. Let's try that one again. They got it a little fast in front of me. They had a lot of removal. Maybe I want to bring in this Death Reap Ritual. Never actually played it before. Dump the Argivian Restoration. Alright, so I'm not going to play the Chromatic Star turn 1. I'm going to keep it in hand for the Glaze Fiend. And then if we find an Atraxa, we have Atraxa mana. Expedition map. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sculpting Steel can enter the battlefield as another Glaze Fiend. Don't know if I want that necessarily, but might as well, right? I'm not doing anything better. Could kill them pretty fast. Sure, they're going to crack it, get another Tron piece maybe? Sweet. If they're playing Tron, I really do kind of got to kill them fast, so hopefully this Glaze Fiend plane doesn't come back to bite me. But, you know, this Chromatic Star is going to be worth 4 damage. So, how bad could it go, really? There's the tower. Basalt Monolith. Strix is awesome here. Glaze Fiend, Strix. Hit you for 8. Down to 8. And we have 2 cast downs. We can cast both next turn if we really, really need to. Like as long as this isn't like a Blight Steel, which they still don't have enough for actually. They would only have 11 mana. So I guess we're safe for at least 1 turn. Okay, so they don't have Tron anyway. Orcish Vandal, sure. Probably going to cast down that, honestly. I don't want them shooting down my creatures. Could have cracked a Starlook or something, but I don't really have an idea what I'm looking for. So in the event that I do draw Atraxa, I feel like I'd rather just be able to cast it. They are going to have Tron next turn, notably, right? So maybe it was better to let them sack one of those artifacts to the Orcish Vandal, but oh my god, they just had it natty? Jeez. Alright, so they have infinite mana, basically, roughly. And they're going to play a Salivating Gremlins with it. Perfect. I'm okay with that arrangement if my opponent is. Another Basalt Monolith. Wow, this guy got a ton of mana. Alright, this time I'm going to crack it. I'm going to float a white just in case I do find the Atraxa. Or a land, sure, that's fine. Basically the same thing as what I asked for. Alright, so at this point I just got to find really any artifact. Like any artifact would have done it there. Which kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Yeah. Expedition map. Get an island. Show me my place as a peasant. My guy out here with 16 mana and... What? Alright, sweet. 16 mana, but nothing to do with it. Isn't that always the way? God hand? Fine hand. I will I guess keep this. This is kind of a whatever hand, but it's fine. Turn 1 tower. Holy Christ, am I going to get naturals around? Am I playing modern? If I could draw a Glaze Fiend now, I would die happy. Okay, so no Natty Tron, but I guess they were just going for it just in case. Orcish Vandal, sure. Everflowing Chalice looks pretty sweet. Could potentially copy like a Basalt Monolith. Could also just get an island for this Sarah Sphinx. I think I want the Sculpting Steel. Especially since I have the ability to reset it. Oh, there's the Glaze Fiend too, damn. Especially since I have the ability to reset it with the Master Transmuter. Seems like a sweet deal. Cogwork Assembler, sure. So for now, let's just let's Sculpting Steel the Cogwork Assembler. It might come in handy later, but for now it stems the bleeding a little bit. They won't be able to attack with the Orcish Vandal. They can still attack with the Cogwork Assembler if they're willing to sacrifice their map to kill my Sculpting Steel, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Or they can just kill it, I suppose. No interest in that though, apparently. There's the Basalt Monolith. Second tower. No attacks. Okay. I can deal with that. So let's play the Master Transmuter. I feel like they probably have to kill it. It's just so scary. Like, it's not doing anything for us, like, but they don't know that, right? I could have a Sundering Titan in hand and they just had no clue. So they probably have to just Orcish Vandal it. And, you know, if they're going to sacrifice one of these artifacts to kill my Transmuter, I'm fine with that. Next turn I have Sarah Sphinx online. And then to follow that up I have, if I draw a land, we can go Doom Necromancer into Parasitic Strix, get the value off Strix, and then have Necromancer ready for when it's needed. Nothing, eh? I think they were considering shooting the Transmuter with the Vandal, but I think they'd rather get the land out. And like, I think the Transmuter was worth the map. I don't think it was worth these two. So, makes sense. Probably just sitting on a pile of blue cards and decided that they need the map more. Okay, so that was good enough for the shoot. Fair enough. Okay, so let's get a second blue for the Sphinx here, and ship it. Ours is mine, so Tron on the way. Duplicant, sure, that's fine. It's a little annoying that it's a 4/4, but it's a 4/4 on the ground. I can deal with that if I have to. Oh, they can just. Oh my god, they can copy it? Okay, I need to find a cast down or something. Conclave Naturalist. Like, I have a lot of answers. Cast down, Maelstrom Pulse, Conclave Naturalist. What else? No, doesn't matter. Cast down. Not making the same mistake as last time. They're going to sack it to me? Fine. Let's play the Necromancer and just have it at the ready. I assume it probably gets shot next turn, but that's fine. What's this? This doesn't look good for me, whatever it is. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world, but it's not good. Okay, well, I need to find something better than that soon. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this Necromancer now, considering maybe like getting back the Transmuter, and then I can use the Transmuter to fog things like I did in the first game. Copy something? No, Dragon. Excuse me. No, they're going to shoot it right away. It's not going to give me a chance. How do I get out of this? I have a lot of stuff, and I feel like I need to deal with it all. Do I want to use the Necromancer, or is it just better to me on the field? I feel like it's currently better to me on the field. The Transmuter isn't going to do much other than picking up the Cogwork Assembler. Parasitic Strix is doing basically nothing. So, okay, well that's good. I don't think I'm in quite dire enough straits yet to bother cast downing these. I might just take the 6 this turn and just deal with it. It's also possible that maybe I'm just supposed to cast down the Vandal, but I don't think so. There, end step, I'm gonna leave up a black. I'm gonna copy this. That way I have just, I don't know, I'm not doing anything with my mana this turn, so might as well leave up the ability to have 3 more mana next turn if I want it. Opponent's confused. I think they're thinking about sacking it. That'd be sweet. I'm okay if they want to sack it. Like, I don't really have anything in plan for the Monolith. I'm just kind of doing it because I have nothing else to do. Okay, sweet. Monolith has been granted. I feel like the Cogwork Assembler might have outlived its usefulness at this point, so I'm just gonna trade it in for some cards. I think I still want the Doom Necromancer around. Maybe that's wrong, honestly. It's possible that I would just rather have the ability to copy something that they play if they play anything good. Christ, now I have to cast down their Cogwork Assembler? I don't really want to do that, because I just can't have them making accomplished automaton copies and just getting a servo every turn. Like, it's not a problem now, but in the long term it will be. Maybe that's just what I gotta do, you know? And then now I can start thinking about maybe sacking the Doom Necromancer to get back the Transmuter. And then the Transmuter I would be able to just start picking up the automaton and replaying it and getting a servo of my own every turn. Painted myself into a corner here if they see it, but they can... Okay, so... It doesn't look like they see it. Okay. Because what they could have done is they could have shot my Doom Necromancer. That would have forced me to sack it to get back the Transmuter, and then they could have untapped and shocked the Transmuter. The fact they didn't do that means that I now have a shot. Also, I don't know why they didn't make the automaton copy first, and then... I guess they have it on their end step, so they could still attack with it next turn. So, I'm not in a great spot, but I'm in less dire straits than I was a minute ago. Yeah, it's fine. As expected. I don't think they can 8 me this turn. Might be able to 7 me. Because these are getting unblocked, so 7. That's 6 damage. This all bounce. This will trade. I'll take. I'll probably block here, and then I guess I can chump. So I guess I take 6 overall, which puts me close to dead, but not actually dead. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna block here, take 6. No, I'm gonna block. What am I doing? Oh no, these are tokens anyway. All right, so I'm gonna chump, and then this will die. I'm gonna try and reanimate the. Yeah. This is fine. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. So they're gonna sack to try and kill off the automaton. I'm gonna sack. Oh no, they're hitting me. That's fine. So while I still have 4 life, just in case they have like a galvanic, I guess if they have a galvanic blast, I'm dead regardless. So let's just let's reanimate Disciple. Let's sack the accomplished automaton. Draw 5 cards, gain 5. Ah, they have a galvanic blast. All right, outplayed. They got me. Couldn't quite close it out for the trophy, but man, that was a sweet deck. All right. Well, before I go, just remember wizardtower.com for all your single needs. And you know, 30% store credit trade-in bonus for any old cards that you want to trade in for new sweet cards like you know, Disciple of Bolus, or what else did we have? Atraxa, Progenitor Mimic, all those good stuff. So if you want to get your hands on those, I would take advantage of that deal soon.